Move on to a big political developing story. Well, it's a story which is turned political because it had to do with the COVID crisis. Mamata Banerjee's government now decision has come in to impose a lockdown on 3 days of this month in July, which has sparked a political controversy. Now, West Bengal has decided to relock while India is unlocking. The dates for the lockdown in the month of July are 23rd, 25th and 29th of July, which fall on a Thursday, Saturday and a Wednesday. What's missing is a Friday. The opposition says this is politics of appeasement. Why is a Friday missing? Is it because that a certain religious sect, Muslims, have to offer prayers on Friday? Well, this is how it all unfolded. As COVID stalked India, state after state crumbled under the weight of a growing COVID curve. But West Bengal maintained they were on top of the COVID crisis. Lockdown 1, Lockdown 2, Lockdown 3, Lockdown 4. West Bengal maintained they were in control. Then India unlocked. 50 days on, West Bengal will now partially lock down. On 21st July, West Bengal's COVID-19 toll mounted to 1,182, with 35 more deaths and 2,261 new cases, pushing the state's tally to 47,030. The Mamata Banerjee government issued an order imposing a lockdown 2 days every week.
সপ্তাহে দুদিন করে কমপ্লিট লকডাউন এনশিওর করা, অফিস কাছারি ট্রান্সপোর্ট সপ্তাহে দুদিন করে কমপ্লিটলি বন্ধ রাখা। এখন যেমন আমরা কন্টেইনমেন্ট বেসড অ্যাপ্রোচ রাখছি সেটা তো থাকছেই। চালু সপ্তাহে কারেন্ট উইকে এটা বৃহস্পতিবার এবং শনিবার করা হবে।
In the month of July, the lockdown will be imposed across the state on July 23rd, 25th and July 29th. All government and private offices, commercial establishments, public-private transport would remain closed. Only essential services will be allowed. The surge in COVID cases has already forced the TMC government to restrict flights from states with high cases of coronavirus. No flights from 6 cities in the country are being allowed to land at the Kolkata airport. These cities are Delhi, Mumbai, Pune, Nagpur, Chennai and Ahmedabad. West Bengal's battle with the pandemic turned political from day one, with the opposition and experts doubting the conservative report of corona-positive cases. The opposition accused the government of fudging figures and continues to charge it of being lax.
আমরা প্রথম থেকে বলছিলাম টেস্ট অ্যান্ড টেস্ট অ্যান্ড টেস্ট। সরকার সেটা করলো না। ট্রেনে লোক নামছে, টেস্ট নেই। বাসে লোক নামছে, টেস্ট নেই। মানুষ বিপদে পড়ে কোথাও যাচ্ছে, কোথায় যাবে, কার কাছে যাবে, কে টেস্ট করবে, কোথায় ভর্তি হবে, কে তার দেখভাল করবে, কেউ জানে না। রোগ গোপন করে কোনোদিন রোগের বিরুদ্ধে লড়াই করা যায়?
While the principal opposition, the Bharatiya Janata Party, has given the 2-day weekly lockdown a communal twist, terming it appeasement lockdown.
जेहेतु शुक्रवार को नमाज पढ़ी जाती है इसलिए लॉकडाउन नहीं होगा। 1 तारीख को बकरीद है इसलिए उस दिन लॉकडाउन नहीं होगा। तो ममता बनर्जी के कोरोना वायरस जो बंगाल में फैले हुए हैं, जो जिनका नेतृत्व शायद लगता है कि वही कर रही हैं, कि वो शुक्रवार को और बकरीद के दिन वो कोरोना वायरस किसी को इफेक्ट नहीं करेगा, वो किसी के ऊपर असर नहीं पड़ेगा।
वोट की राजनीति शुक्रवार हो या किसी रोज, कोई मस्जिद में नमाज नहीं हो रहा है, अभी घर में सब नमाज पढ़ रहे हैं, इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। हम लोग रेड रोड में ईद का नमाज नहीं कर रहे हैं, बकरीद का नमाज नहीं कर रहे हैं, ये सब गलत है। ये लोग सिर्फ हिंदू मुस्लिम और क्या नाम है पाकिस्तान बोल के ही सारे देश को बर्बाद कर दिए।
Factually, yes, the TMC government this week has picked Thursday and Saturday for a lockdown, missing out Friday completely. Factually, next week the government has only picked Wednesday for a lockdown. Factually, Eid is next week on a Friday, the 1st of August. But the government is yet to announce August dates of a lockdown. Factually, all religious congregations over 10 people are banned in West Bengal due to COVID, which includes offering of namaz. But then, when have facts come in the way of some politics? The crux of the matter, Bengal is back to being locked down. With Manogya Loewal, Bureau Report, India Today. I want to immediately connect to my colleague Manogya Loewal, joining us from Kolkata on the phone line with us. Manogya, 3 days this month. Tomorrow is going to be a complete lockdown in West Bengal. Then, of course, Saturday is going to be a complete lockdown in West Bengal. And then coming Wednesday is going to be a complete lockdown. First, give us the trajectory. Why was this announced? What is the current situation? Is there now a crisis which was imminent? Because earlier on, West Bengal was considered to have very conservative figures. Of course, it was challenged politically, but on paper, it was conservative.
Well, the government of West Bengal has been concerned about the rising numbers, but they've been very cautious about the steps that they're planning to take also. The fact that the government announced a lockdown, keeping in mind that it is very important to keep people indoors. However, the days that have been selected were Thursday, Saturday, and then the next Wednesday. That itself speaks volumes about the politics that has already begun on it. Primarily, the focus of government is to keep as many people indoors and retain a 4-day working day in Bengal. That would help in keeping people both on duty as well as ensuring that there is a complete sanitization drive that is conducted on Thursday, Saturday and next Wednesday, giving enough time for the government to ensure that there is also a break the chain effect. However, with the political parties, especially the ones in opposition, up in arms against the government's decision of selecting the dates on the basis of its vote bank, hasn't gone down well with the state too.
You're joining us. I want to cut across right now to Union Minister Babul Supriyo. Now, there's a charge which has been made by the Bharatiya Janata Party, and that charge is that this is politics of appeasement. Now, the Bharatiya Janata Party, at least the unit from West Bengal, ever since the first lockdown began, kept trying to allege that the government was fudging figures. Babul Supriyo, appreciate you joining me. Now, the West Bengal government says it's not that we have a rise in figures, we want to balance things right, and this will help us in going forward with the fight with coronavirus. Why do you think that West Bengal has mismanaged the numbers?
Well, I think the biggest problem is, it sounds like a political accusation or, someone passing the buck to a different political party. But the fact remains that Mamata Banerjee did underplay, COVID in a major manner. She refused to acknowledge the fact that it's a very dangerous, virus, and human beings are not being able to find a way to cure it, and therefore prevention was something that was very, very important. I had posted all the letters that were sent by the advisories that were sent by the Health Ministry to Mamata Banerjee, even mentioning the places where, as usual, markets went on. There was no law and order in place to enforce, the lockdown that was announced then. People were allowed in religious congregations, obviously, which was part of her appeasement politics. Police got kicked and hit and attacked when they went to a place which is very close to where I stay in Kolkata in Howrah, when they tried to enter a place where a religious congregation was happening on the road. She made 2 committees which were made only with the intention to conceal the number of cases that came out in Kolkata. She never used the kits that were sent to Kolkata. In the first week of April, the number of kits that were lying in NICED, ICMR's NICED testing lab in Kolkata was about 28,000, while only about 10 to 12 test samples were being sent to them. And that was also given, mentioned by the director of NICED. In the beginning of March, that number was 100 to 110. But because the results are coming positive, she wanted to suppress it. And even the deaths, whether a death has actually happened from COVID-19 was something that needed to be sent to that audit committee, who then would sit down and examine the death certificate and mention whether it's a death from COVID or comorbidity.
Okay, but
She
Mr.
wrote a letter
Supriyo,
to
you know,
the,
if you look at it right now, Mr. Supriyo, West Bengal still has just 47,030 cases on paper. So even though, yes, it's going for a preemptive lockdown, but, you know, if you compare it with, say, other states, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, even Delhi, it's nowhere close to that. But having said that, you've also said that this lockdown is a lockdown of appeasement. Why do you say it?
It's so said, it so appears. You know, if I talk about appeasement and all of that, it'll again give her the opportunity to term BJP as a communal party, which she's been doing very, very atrociously for a very long time now. It's a different thing that people don't believe her. But the question is, the fact is that she has kept Friday out of that, of that lockdown ambit. And the way it has been planned did show some kind of vote bank politics in it. I don't want to elaborate that far further. I think whatever is meeting the eye is what the truth is. And the fact is that her harakiri with the seriousness of COVID-19 is something which is responsible, and that's the price that West Bengal is paying today. If I don't know, even if the numbers that have been sent to the center in terms of number affected and number cured and all that is even close to what the reality is. Because if you speak to, I have my entire, West Bengal and Kolkata full of my own relatives. I grew up there, my school, college, everything is there. Any place that I call,
I'll take you back again on the charge made by the BJP, Babul. And Mr. Supriyo, that charge is very suggestive that this is communal in nature, because why pick Thursday, why pick Saturday, why not pick Friday? Now the West Bengal government seems to suggest, and what they've said is that, they haven't given the list out for August, so it's very well that they could even announce the 1st of August to be a lockdown. They haven't given the dates out for that. On the other hand, they are saying that even congregation of 10 and above is banned. So in any case, people are not offering namaz. So what's the point of trying to appease them to make them offer namaz, because it's banned during the times of COVID?
Well, let the government say anything they want. Everyone is very much aware of the areas where she did not enforce lockdown at all, areas where police were beaten up, police were attacked, areas where she could never dare to, even go and make an announcement that lockdown is something that needs to be followed by every religion. Rather, she played the religion card because that is an important part of her vote bank. And, it was important for her to actually go to masjids and even mandirs, if I would say, if they were open, to go and say that, if I really want you guys to be there for me, if you accept the fact that, she does play very blatant on the face appeasement politics.
All right. Okay. Appreciate you joining us, Babul. Appreciate you joining us, Mr. Supriyo. The BJP says on the face blatant appeasement. I want to bring in right now to this conversation. I have Priyanka Tibrewal, member Bharatiya Janata Party, and we finally have a representative from the TMC. I have Kakuli Dastidar, MP, TMC. Appreciate you joining us, Ms. Dastidar. Taking off from what the BJP seems to suggest. Number one, Ms. Dastidar, I want to ask you, at a time when India is unlocking, why has West Bengal chosen to relock?
Can you hear me? Is it okay?
I can hear you.
Okay. So, first, you see, this is a disease which is doctors and epidemiologists are still studying because we know very little about it. And you've seen how it spread through the world. Nothing, very novel to only Bengal or Calcutta, like it was just being made out by the Honorable Speaker speaking just ahead of me. So this disease spreads in this fashion, and it spreads from person to person. Now the lockdown is to put away the infected asymptomatic carriers who are infected themselves but not showing any symptoms, to put them away in lockdown at home in quarantine so that they don't spread the disease amongst the masses. And we've been going by the books, absolutely guided by the specialists, the doctors who are looking at it in the state of West Bengal, but we are definitely very sorry to say, when the national
Ms.
lockdown
Dastidar, we're going to try and
unplanned.
re-establish that audio line. We're having a problem with your audio line. We're going to re-establish that. But I want to go right now to Priyanka and come back to Kakuli Ghosh. But Priyanka, why make that charge of appeasement right now? You know, this is a state whose numbers are not as dramatic as, say, the other states across the country. On the other hand, in any case, a congregation of over 10 cannot hold a religious ceremony. So there is no option of offering a namaz in public. So to make that or to play that appeasement card, why?
See, I would definitely speak about the adherence of TMC and our Chief Minister for minority appeasement politics. But before that, I would just like to, whatever little I could hear from Mrs. Kakuli Dastidar, who was just speaking, she was talking about some medical terminology or anything. So my question is here, whenever she is back, I would like to know the scientific explanations, the medical explanations, the reasonable statistics, and the methodology which TMC has followed to bring down these 2 particular days for the lockdown. See, there can be anything decided by the government for the betterment of the people. But then my question here lies again, that if these 2 days are picked up by the government, then very good, we agree to this. But August 1st is also a Saturday, and the lockdown should be there on the Saturday too. But only that
August 1st is not a Saturday, it's a Friday. I want to go back to Kakuli Dastidar.
So,
if we have her back, Ms. Dastidar, the big question is there a card of appeasement being played right now by the TMC? Why have you chosen these 2 days? Why not a Friday is what the BJP asks.
You see, at this hour, when internationally the whole world is suffering, I don't want to make these communal comments. It is absolutely, irrational when people are suffering, when we are seeing so many deaths all over the world. I don't think any sensible person should make these kind of communal comments. And the Indian Institute of Science has given out a verdict that this kind of short lockdowns will help in stopping the spread of the disease. And now, since the peak is being reached by different states, ours is a big nation of many states. So the population density of different states is different. And depending upon the population density, depending upon the number of people who are out on the streets, the number of people infected is increasing. This is no rocket science. It is simple. So this kind of lockdown is being done to stop the spread of the disease.
All right. Okay. I want to admit, and Priyanka, I apologize. I apologize. It is first. 1 second, Priyanka. I apologize. Eid is on the 1st of August, which is a Saturday, not a Friday.
Saturday.
I want to concede there. But Ms. Dastidar, then why not, once again, the question will come down to a charge which is being made by the Bharatiya Janata Party. You've picked a Wednesday, you've picked a Thursday, you've picked a Saturday this time. Will you now pick a day of a Friday or a Saturday next week?
It is government decision, and the doctors, there is a international global advisory committee headed by a Nobel laureate and very renowned doctors. So the decision is being taken by that committee, and as and when they suggest, definitely the government will consider. But this has nothing to do with appeasement, and we do not want at this hour of need and emergency these kind of allegations.
Priyanka, I'll give you 10 seconds. Why communalize an issue which we are fighting?
I'll wrap it up. Just give me 10 seconds. I'll wrap it up. See, the very demeanor of the CM, when we see her wearing a hijab and all her hoardings around the city, suggests that what kind of politics she is trying to appease. And that is her vote bank which she's trying to save. If not, then I challenge TMC and I challenge the spokesperson sitting here that 1st of August is a Saturday. If this Thursday and Saturday can be a lockdown, why not on 1st of August?
Well, okay, let's just, I need to appreciate you joining us, Ms. Dastidar. Thank you, Priyanka, there. I want to close the show right now, but, we leave it for our viewers to decide. Should we communalize an issue like this? Or should we go by what, say, the TMC says, that we're trying to do what we can, these are the days? Or should we read more into it? Because, yes, they haven't picked a Friday. We're going to leave it for our viewers to decide. Thank you for watching. Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.